Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The Nethermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concern for the strengths of the other. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. As you can see, we've already started here. Luiz makes his first appearance for his new team. Jim, what's he all about?
Well, Peter, pressing's all very well, as we know, but sometimes you need someone to get in there and win the ball for you, and that's what this guy excels at. He's been brought in for his tackling prowess and his defensive nous in general, and I would think he'll be making life pretty hard for opposition strikers.
He's had that put on a plate. Antalyaspor have made a 50-50 start, 3 points after 2 games. Anything that caught your eye?
Yeah, I mean, they've shown some good patches in games, but they need to
get a bit of consistency, to be reliable week on week.
Yeah, go along with that. They're strong and competitive, they've made a decent start, and they can kick on from here, there's no doubt about that.
Luiz tries to get it forward quickly.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Throws it out to the flank. Baguli going full tilt down the right-hand side. And here's M.Mandzukic. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. M.Mandzukic! Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Faguli. M.Mandzukic. Faguli. Shoot and the shot! Decent enough try.
M.Mandzukic certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Kudryashov. Hoists it forward. Faguli. He wasn't, but Faguli with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Kudryashov. Kudryashov goes looking. Just brushed off the ball there. Kudryashov. So who can spark this game into life? Chachu gets his foot in there, and he has been fouled there. Onyekuru. Well positioned to make that interception. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And it's M.Mandzukic. And it's played forward. Chachu. And we hit half-time, so another team has broken through. It's certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Unspectacular but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're already into the second period. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's left his man. Antalyaspor, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
Out to the left it goes. It's a loose ball. Belanda gets it back. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Mariano plotting from out on the right-hand side. Plays it out to the wing. Mariano is the guilty party there. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Out to the right. And it's Faguni. Has a hit! It's there! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Still, there's a fair bit of time if you're going to think about defending it now.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Driving on now, what can they come? Belanda! And that would have been some goal.
Belhanda powers forward with a very strong run, if not a strong finish. Two couldn't stop him.
always going to be the keepers. Through. Gullit is making a foray down the right. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Belanda sticks in a foot to win it back. And here's Belanda. M.Mandzukic. Now it's for Gullit. He's gone for it! Well, that is rather wayward.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. It's being played forward. Nzonzi. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like this defence will go tooth and nail to prevent him from getting another.
Another throw-in.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Shaishu. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it.
Look, good possession is one thing, but they seem as if they're passing time at the moment, keeping the ball for the sake of it when they know it has to be moved with much more attacking punch. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Forward it goes. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. "90 minutes up, we're into stoppage time. It is just a question of run. And Mandzukic! The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Galatasaray win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter.